Moon data centers are the future, apparently. Tech billionaires are already bored with ruining Earth, so now the new pitch is, put the data centers on the moon. Of course, because when your server farm is expensive, difficult, power-hungry, and annoying to maintain, the obvious solution is to move it 384,000 kilometers away. Genius. And we are told this is realistic because the rockets are getting better. For example, apparently one of them only needs something like 8 refuels to make the trip. 8 refuels. Amazing. So humanity's glorious future in space now depends on the cosmic equivalent of stopping at every dodgy petrol station on a motorway because someone ignored the fuel light. At this point, I have questions. Where exactly are these refuels happening? Are there alien service stations between Earth and the moon? Is there some exhausted guy in a fluorescent jacket floating in orbit asking if you want fuel, a sandwich, and a £6 coffee before continuing your mission to the future? Because the way people talk about this, you would think moon infrastructure is just mildly inconvenient. It is not mildly inconvenient. It is deranged. People say we'll build data centers on the moon, in the same tone they say we should get a shelf for the kitchen. You are not building a shelf. You are sending servers, power systems, cooling systems, communication hardware, robotics, shielding, replacement parts, repair equipment, probably some backup repair equipment for the repair equipment. And every single thing has to survive launch, transit, landing, dust, radiation, temperature extremes, and the possibility that one tiny component fails, and now your lunar AI cluster has become the most expensive paperweight in human history. And then there is maintenance. On Earth, if something breaks, Dave from IT walks in, sighs heavily, replaces the dead hardware, and complains about management for 10 minutes. On the moon, Dave from IT is not doing that. Dave from IT is not spending 3 weeks in a rocket because Rack 4B started making a strange noise. So now your options are: 1. Send humans, which is wildly expensive. 2. Send robots, which is also wildly expensive. Or 3. Just accept that when parts fail, your billion-dollar moon server slowly turns into decorative tech debris. Fantastic system. And while we are talking about space things that somehow always feel fake, who keeps filming the probes? Seriously. Every time there is a spacecraft landing, separating, docking, descending, drifting majestically above some glowing horizon, there is always this beautiful cinematic angle like space itself hired a documentary crew. Who is up there getting the B-roll? Moon Spielberg, a freelance cameraman orbiting Saturn. Because I am supposed to believe the same people who cannot design a normal printer are casually coordinating flawless interplanetary cinematography. Sure. And underneath all this nonsense is the usual billionaire disease. Confusing, technically possible, with obviously worth doing. Yes, maybe one day you could put data centers on the moon. You could also build a luxury shopping center at the bottom of the ocean. That does not make it the smart next step for civilization. For normal computing, the problems are still boring Earth problems. Power, cooling, chips, networking, land cost, maintenance. The moon does not magically remove those. It just adds rockets. And if your infrastructure plan only works after multiple orbital refuels, absurd logistics, robot maintenance, radiation shielding, and prayer, then maybe it is not the future of cloud computing. Maybe it is just a very expensive sci-fi PowerPoint. If your data center needs 8 rocket pit stops before it can boot up, it is not revolutionary. It is just stupid with better branding.